All right, what's good? What's good, man? Let's get into it. You see the title, and I know some of you will be shocked about this video. And I just hope all the Kansas City Chiefs fans. I hope everybody who subscribed to me for a long time at least hears me out in this video. At least hears me out in this video. Now, I want to get a little disclaimer out the way. Let me put them on my screen real quick. There we go. Patrick Mahomes, my favorite player in the NFL. Patrick Mahomes, who is the best quarterback in the NFL. Patrick Mahomes, who's probably a top 10, you can make a case a top 5 quarterback of all time right now. Right now, 3-time Super Bowl winner, 3-time Super Bowl MVP winner, multiple-time Super Bowl MVP, multiple Super Bowl Super Bowl MVPs and MVPs and the whole nine. Mahomes has done it all in the league and went back-to-back. Something few quarterbacks can say. He is not the GOAT. Patrick Mahomes is not the GOAT. Now, and I don't mean it as in terms compared to Brady. I mean in terms of compared to this. Now, I started my YouTube channel back late 2022. That's when I officially started making videos. Late 2022. So everything I'm about to say happened obviously before 2022. Back when I was in high school, when Tom Brady was with the Patriots, and everybody was saying he's the GOAT, he's the GOAT. He has 5 championships, he has 6 championships. And I said, Tom Brady is a top 3 quarterback of all time. He's not better than Peyton, and he's not better than Joe Montana. On the simple fact that what Peyton Manning and Joe Montana did is that they won with multiple different head coaches. Peyton Manning, whether it was Tony Dungy, John Fox, Jim Caldwell, Gary Kubiak, he's won and has taken multiple different head coaches to Super Bowls. Joe Montana won 3 with Bill Walsh. People forget, Joe Montana won 3 with Bill Walsh. And then he won his 4th one with someone else, with the San Francisco 49ers. It was like George something. Like something like it was George. I remember his first name was being George. I don't remember his last name. And for all the 49er fans or whoever can remember, please, remind me in the comment section. But Joe Montana, and then not only that, Chiefs fans, for all the Chiefs fans who are gonna come on this video, Joe Montana came to your franchise and brought you to an AFC championship game. I don't know who the coach was, but despite that fact, he's had success with multiple different head coaches. And I said all that to say this, is that Mahomes is great. He's the best player in the NFL right now. He's the best quarterback in the NFL right now. He runs the NFL with an iron fist. When Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen and when Justin Herbert, when they see Joe, I don't know about Joe Burrow. The trial still out about Burrow versus Mahomes. When they see Patrick Mahomes, they shaking their cleats. They're scared. They're scared. But, and here's one thing about me, and this is not a knock on Mahomes. He has to win with Andy Reid. That's why he's not the GOAT. Or at least in my take, he's not the GOAT. Because I'm a very consistent person. You can't just have success with one head coach for me to put you in GOAT conversation. The reason why I call Tom Brady the greatest player of all time, the greatest quarterback of all time, is because he's won with multiple different head coaches. He won with Bruce Arians, who wasn't anything. Bruce Arians didn't do anything besides make a conference championship with Carson Palmer and got blown out by Cam Newton back in 2015. And then Belichick, what is there to say about Belichick? He got fired in Cleveland. He was going to get fired with the Patriots until, Brady fell in his lap. And he ended up getting fired with the Patriots 20 years later. Joe Montana won with multiple different head coaches. I got to see Patrick Mahomes win without Andy Reid. Now, is this taken away from the greatness of Mahomes? Absolutely not. Mahomes is a generational talent. Dude does stuff that you won't see for the next 10, 15 years. Aaron Rodgers, John Elway, all these other guys, like Mahomes does that. He does that. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But I got to see him win without Andy Reid. Now, with all the rumors about Andy Reid retiring and stuff like that, now, do I think Andy Reid's going to retire this offseason? No. Now, 3-4 seasons from now, I can see it. I can definitely see it. Andy Reid's getting up there, especially if he wins 3 or 4 more championships, or maybe even 2 more. I could definitely see him retiring. But at the same time, when it comes to that, I gotta see Mahomes win it. Now, granted, 3-4 years from now, if Andy Reid retires and Mahomes has 3-4 championships, and say hypothetically, you guys, I don't know, Doug Peterson, just throwing a name out there. Doug Peterson, he wins a championship with Doug Peterson. I have no problem with putting him above Peyton and Joe Montana. Because at that point, Mahomes was the guy. Because I make the case that, yes, Andy Reid, like the narrative, and maybe I should do a separate video on this. The narrative on Andy Reid is that he's a great coach. He's this, that, and the third. But people forget, he was Kyle Shanahan before Kyle Shanahan. Let's not forget, Andy Reid blew a 21-3 lead at Kansas City against Marcus Mariota and the Titans. The year before that, had the number 1 seed, had Pittsburgh at home and lost to Pittsburgh with them not even scoring an offensive touchdown. They scored field goals. Let's not forget he choked multiple NFC championship games and choked the Super Bowl to Tom Brady, ironically. Like Andy Reid's a great coach. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Not even disagreeing. Andy Reid is a great coach. You'll be an idiot to sit here and say Andy Reid's not a great coach. Maybe not even, if not, he's a top 5 coach of all time. But let's not act like Mahomes wasn't the factor. People can sit here and say, well, he had Alex Smith, this, that, and third. They didn't win a playoff game with Alex Smith. Andy Reid didn't win with Michael Vick and Donovan McNabb and Nick Foles back when he had Nick Foles looking like a Pro Bowler. He didn't win with Mark Sanchez on the Eagles. So let's and by the way, those Eagles teams were stacked and he still couldn't win. He still couldn't win. Just like the Kansas City Chiefs with Alex Smith. He had Jamal Charles and Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill. Good offensive line. He had Justin Houston and all them, and Marcus Peters and all them boys, and still couldn't win. Mahomes was the X factor. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But when it comes to Mahomes, I have to stay consistent. For years, I said Peyton Manning was better than Tom Brady because he's won with multiple different head coaches. He's taken multiple head coaches to Super Bowls. But when Brady won that championship with Bruce Arians, I said, okay, Brady, you got it. You got it. You proved that you were the guy, not Belichick. And same thing with Joe Montana. I always said Joe Montana is above Tom Brady. And so Tom Brady won with Bruce Arians. Joe Montana's better than him because he won 3 with Walsh. He won 3 with the George. I'm forgetting his last name. Someone remind me who the head coach was for the 49ers team when Joe Montana won his 4th title. And he went to Kansas City and went to an AFC championship game. Mahomes has to do it without Andy Reid. Now, do I believe he can do it without Andy Reid? Absolutely, 100%. Mahomes at this point knows the game up and down. He knows how to win up and down. He has a clustering that's up and down. Mahomes has intangibles of everything. This isn't the same Mahomes from 2018, 2019. He knows what to do. He knows how to do it. He knows how to work with a horrible offensive line, how to work with horrible weapons. He knows how to do it. But he knows how to do it. Do I think he can do it? Yes, but at the same time, he has to do it. Because there is the possibility, what if Andy Reid retires and Mahomes becomes a one-and-done AFC championship quarterback and never wins a Super Bowl? There's still that possibility. Do I believe that will happen? No. But at the same time, you never know. You never know. I had this epiphany, like, how can I sit here and say Mahomes is better than Peyton and better than Montana and better – I never say he was better than Brady, but how can I put him above these guys when he's only done it with one head coach? The reason why I put Peyton above Tom Brady is because he's done it with multiple head coaches. The reason why I put Joe Montana above Tom Brady is because he's done it with multiple head coaches. Mahomes has to do it without Andy Reid, man. But that's my thoughts, man. What are yours? Once again, this is not a shot at Kansas City. This is not a shot at Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? I love Mahomes. He's my favorite player in the NFL. I watched Mahomes with Texas Tech with Cliff Kingsbury as his coach. So me and Mahomes go all the way back. But at the same time, I have to be consistent and sit here and say he has to do it without Andy Reid. He has to. And whether Andy Reid retires this offseason or 5 off seasons from now, he's going to have a chance to eventually. Because I do think Andy Reid will retire before Mahomes. I think Andy Reid will retire before Mahomes leaves Kansas City. But that's my thoughts, man. What are yours? RJ out.